Welcome back to Literal Tales. Have you ever felt like you are working so hard, but you are getting nowhere? Have you ever felt like giving up because the road is too long? Today's story is about a young man named Silas, and the secret he found behind a door that most people never open. Silas lived in a village where everyone was a seeker. To become a master in life, every person had to enter the hallway of greatness. In this hallway, there were many doors. Most people ran inside, opened the first door, found a small prize, like a little money or a steady job, and they stopped there. They were happy, but they never became great. Silas wanted more. He wanted to reach the very end. He entered the hallway. He opened the first door. Inside, he found a room full of comfortable chairs and delicious food. A voice said, "Stay here, Silas. You have worked hard to get this far. Why go further?" Silas looked at the food. He was hungry, but he remembered his dream. He shook his head and walked back into the cold hallway. He walked for hours. The hallway grew dark. His legs began to ache. Finally, he reached the second door. He pushed it open, expecting gold or wisdom. But the room was empty. It was just a small gray room, with a single candle, and another door on the far side. Silas was confused. "Where is my reward?" he asked. He tried to open the next door, but it was locked. He pulled and pushed, but it wouldn't move. He sat down on the cold floor. He was tired, lonely, and felt like a failure. Maybe the others were right, he thought. Maybe I should have stayed in the first room with the food and the chairs. He stayed in that gray room for some time. He was ready to go back. He even stood up to walk back to the first door. Just as he was leaving, he noticed something. The candle in the room was burning low. As the flame flickered, it cast a shadow on the floor. In the shadow, Silas saw words carved into the wood, "Conquer thy fear." The lock is not in the door, the lock is in your mind. Silas realized something. He hadn't been trying to open the door with his heart. He had been trying to open it with his anger and his hurry. He walked back to the locked door. He didn't pull, he didn't scream, he simply placed his hand on the wood and whispered, "I am not here for a prize. I am here to see who I can become." The door swung open by itself. Behind that door wasn't a room. It was a mountain top. The air was fresh, and the sun was rising. From here, Silas could see the whole world. He saw the village, the hallway, and all the people stuck behind the first door. He realized that the second door wasn't a trap. It was a test. Most people give up when things get gray and empty. They give up when they're tired and see no immediate reward. But those who stay, those who reflect, and those who keep going, they are the ones who get to see the sunrise. Are you sitting in a gray room right now? Maybe your business isn't growing yet. Maybe you are studying, but failing the exams. Maybe you feel like your hard work is being ignored. Remember Silas. The second door is always the hardest to open, because it requires patience, not just strength. Don't go back to the comfortable chairs of the first room. Stay in the hallway. Keep your hand on the door. The sunrise is waiting for you on the other side. Remember, friends, the greatest rewards aren't found in the first room of success, but in the persistence you show when the room feels empty. Thank you for listening to Literal Tales. Your dream is closer than you think.